Hello, my name is Ashley Brandis, and today we're going to discuss innovation. How innovation is more than just an idea. For an overview, we will go over the following slides that describes multiple innovation applications as well as what innovation is. We will discuss the value chain of innovation, innovation and enterprise integration, customer innovation map, and management innovation. So, what is innovation? Innovation is a new method, idea, or product. A business must create new ideas or products in order to be successful and competitive in the market. Innovation is key for all businesses. If a business does not innovate, they will most likely not succeed. With the ever-changing environment, businesses must adjust and keep up with the new trends that are occurring. We will go further in depth when we discuss the next few slides. This slide is the value innovation chain, or known as the three different topic areas of idea generation, idea conversion, and idea diffusion. The whole idea of the value chain of innovation is that all businesses have strengths and weaknesses. Businesses must identify weaknesses and work to improve them so that they can enhance their business practices. Idea generation is the process of creating a new idea. Idea conversion involves analyzing the idea and finding funding sources. Lastly, idea diffusion involves getting stakeholder support, and this would involve customers as well as other business partners or practices. In order for a business to succeed, it must first work towards identifying the strengths and weaknesses. For instance, an example would be the CEO of a software company known as Intuit. This CEO realized that the company was not progressing and that change was needed. He identified the innovation process at Intuit was being halted in the final phases. This resulted in innovative ideas being lost and employees starting over and creating new ideas. Implementation was surely lacking. At Intuit, they were able to change the problem and work towards creating new ideas as well as completing these ideas to practice these innovation processes. The CEO made employees more accountable for the ideas that they came up with. This helped employees through all phases of the process and helped them complete the innovative ideas they had. Next, we will discuss innovation and enterprise integration. This concept is that innovation needs to be integrated and it needs to happen throughout the entire business. Recently, businesses have been focusing on technology. With technology being a constantly growing trend, businesses oftentimes give their Chief Information Officer, known as the CIO, the task of being in charge of new innovative ideas and seeing them through. Even some companies are hiring individuals whose only responsibility is managing these innovative ideas. When we look at this, there are two different groups that are described. The first group is known as Distributed Innovation Groups, or DIGS. This is used to establish and determine promising ideas. When we look at the second one, it is Enterprise Integration Groups. This is used to determine management practices that help with innovation, whereas DIGS, or Distributed Innovation Groups, is used to establish and determine promising ideas through the use of the online networks such as wikis or workgroups. When these two groups are combined, it helps a company establish and create these new ideas and can result in positive innovation practices. Next, we will discuss the Customer Innovation Map. This is the concept that every job has steps that are required or necessary in order to complete a job. For instance, customers will hire products or services in order to complete a job or a task. An example would be people hire a washing machine to complete washing their clothes and help them with the process of laundry. That would be the step, is first to wash the clothes. Even businesses have required step-by-step process, such as a fast food restaurant. Employees at a fast food restaurant will prepare food, open up the tills, and work to create a finished product that can be sold, as well as give proper service to customers. The customer has hired the restaurant to provide them with a meal. Customer Innovation Map has an 8-step process that can be used and utilized from a start to finish process to complete a job. These 8 steps include define, locate, prepare, confirm, execute, monitor, modify, and conclude. If these steps are followed appropriately, it'll help ensure that a job is done in the appropriate way and can lead to a better success rate. The last form of innovation that we will discuss is known as innovation management. Innovation management involves changing or enhancing the management process. Some possible changes from management could include strategic plans, goals, policies, as well as compensation. In order to be successful with management innovation, one must first challenge or reconsider a current process that is occurring within a business. We have to remember that there is no such thing as a perfect business or a perfect management style. Everybody has things that they can improve upon. When an alternative idea has been determined, it can help and be implemented and compared to the current process to identify improvements or failures. For instance, an example would be the whirlpool management. They decided to focus more on innovation. One of the requirements of this new focus was to enroll salaried employees in an online business innovation class. Along with this idea, the company had other steps that they followed in order to help change the process. This did not happen immediately. It was a slow process, and it eventually resulted in Whirlpool seeing higher sales as well as higher profits. It is important and is considered that innovation management is one of the most important forms of management and innovation. We must remember that managers often influence how a business runs as well as how employees feel and behave. In conclusion, we reviewed all of these topics on innovation, and we looked for different things as well as different processes that could be used to help a business with innovation. One of the first things we learned is that in order for a company to succeed, innovation is necessary. Today, innovation is highly integrated with technology. With the environment changing and technology growing, it is important for companies to be able to innovate and come up with new ideas, services, or products, as well as to be able to keep up with the trends of technology such as social media and other different trends of purchasing and selling products. In order to complete a task or a job, people must follow and break them into individual steps. This will help ensure that the process is done correctly and can result in a more successful product or ending result. Lastly, management innovation should be utilized frequently in order to improve or expand business practices. When this is done and all of these are put together, it can result in a higher product, a higher profit, and a more successful and innovative business. Thank you for watching this, and I hope you enjoyed the innovation processes that we went through. Thanks. Have a great night.